But helping to book shows, helping to support her career in whatever way he can, cool. But the idea that this was a money thing, I don't really believe it. I think that's an excuse, and maybe she just didn't respect him over time. And again, this isn't the first time we've seen that. We see that a lot with female celebrities, where a lot of times if they earn more money, Vivica Fox said the same thing. She was with a guy who was a I think music producer back in the 90s, her first marriage, and she just felt like she made more money and just eventually didn't respect him, didn't want to be with him because she felt like he wasn't doing enough. And this happens a lot with women, but in time you end up seeing that, okay, cool, this guy later on end up making a lot more money as a producer and is probably doing well now. But I don't think it's a money thing with these two. But I think that if a woman is making more than you, significantly more than you, in a relationship like this, when things go wrong, she's gonna go to that. And if money was an issue, I don't think they'd be married that long. I just don't believe it. I don't buy it. If money was really an issue, why would they be together so long? And again, she really didn't have big money like that prior to jail. She really didn't. So after she got out of jail, keep in mind, she had more hits, more shows, Battle Rap League. They did Love and Hip Hop, I believe, for a while, and they had the reality show and stuff like that. So
not only did this man not write for me, that's where a lot of his animosity comes from. Every time we would do interviews and people would be like, oh my God, do y'all rap battle? Who's better? He'd be like, she's better, she's better. In his heart, though, it pains him because he really wants this. He wants this. We're talking about somebody who literally sat and made an album each month for a year straight that nobody purchased.
This is where it's already losing me, because I'm like, yo, nah. Papoose has never been a real big commercial guy. He's never chased the light like that. He never has. Papoose has been around since 2006. He's never been that rapper that's searching for the big light. So I highly doubt he was jealous of your celebrity. I think he's the exact kind of guy, a guy who visits you every day at the pen while you're in jail for 7 years. A guy who's visiting you every day and every month and bringing you food and sitting and waiting for you to get out of jail is not jealous of your celebrity. Nah. I don't think people are buying that one. Anything's possible, but is it probable based on Papoose's actions? I don't think so.
Here I am, literally making a lot of money on old work. And then sometimes I'll pop out with a little verse on Ghetto and Ratchet Economy, pop out with a verse on a Mary J record, or I'll do something with my Fat Joe. And every time I do it, like, yo, Ram with that, please, with the album.
Nah, the money stunt thing. The money stunt thing is not gonna work. I don't think people are buying that. The money stunting thing on your husband ain't gonna work at this point.
And he envies that I had that demand and or that I have the leisure to not really do music because financially I'll still be okay. Right? I was always being threatened, or should I use the word blackmail, since that's the word we like to use. The only person that has ever tried to blackmail me was Papoose. All of these things he's saying now, oh, I wrote her music, oh, she's abusing her daughter. This man will wait till my daughter did something out of pocket, because he doesn't chastise any of them, really. Wait till my daughter does something out of pocket, and when I go to chastise her, he would secretly record me. The same way he played a clip of a secret recording the other day, yesterday or whenever. He would secretly record me and then tell me, like, yo, I'll play this and tell him that you abuse our daughter. Swear to God. Swear to God. This is the type of manipulator that we're dealing with. He loves using the word narcissist, strangely. Look up the tactics of a narcissist. When they can't control you anymore, they try to assassinate your character.
Yeah, but a narcissist, what a narcissist does is they think everything is about them, right? So you just described Papoose as somebody who is jealous of you, jealous of your career, and he's never shown anything about being jealous about your career. I just have never seen anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So again, in the court of public opinion, internet, I just haven't seen it. I don't see Papoose sitting back, gritting his teeth or grinding his teeth and mad because you're getting all the shine. I haven't seen it. I mean, Remy Ma is an incredible rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of her. And like I said, I know people who know her too. So I'm a fan of her. But I think why this is going to go wrong for her is that in the court of public opinion, and maybe she doesn't care, right? But again, they're putting it out here for people to talk about it. I think that Papoose was never jealous of her. Papoose was supportive of her. She wanted some new meat. That's what it come down to. She wanted to leave the relationship and didn't want to be faithful anymore. And I think that sometimes it's hard for women, and Remy Ma is she's a straight shooter, but I think it's hard for women to just say that when they're in a marriage, because it's going to make them look like, man, it's got to be like, yo, he did this to me, he did that, he pushed me into the arms of this other guy. And that's what it sounds like she's creating here.
You understand? My daughter's well taken care of, not because of him. That man didn't even contribute $1 to her being here. IVF cost me over $100,000. So I wanted to focus on my career, right? So that's that. To say that you penned anything, you're corny. Like, no, the fact that nobody even believes you. I don't know why academics is over there like, yo, this was it. Sir, please don't use your platform to promote positivity. Don't push propaganda and lies. So that was that. It really wasn't even that serious, but I felt like I have to say that. The part that really the part that scuffed my Timbs is that this man really tried to come on here and say that that he caught me with a female, which is one of my friends, which I've been holding her back for years because she hasn't liked this man for years. Like, yo, you can't say nothing, you can't say anything. You gotta respect it. You not only did you disrespect her, you said her name, everything. So whatever she says about you, it's out of my hands right now. But he caught me in a sexual act with a female with my daughter on the bed. I slipped out of the bed with him after he was trying to get something, denied him. I always deny him. I've denied him. I haven't had sex with him in years. But I slipped out of our bed and tried to go get in another bed with a girl, a female, which is my friend, one of my close friends for years and years and years.
So Pap talked about how he had tried to sleep with his wife, and there was a female friend that was over of hers, a female who was locked up with Remy Ma. And when the female friend got out, after Remy Ma got out of jail, that the female friend came over and hung out at the house or whatever. And anyway, he's saying he caught them in some type of compromising position together while the daughter was in the room or whatever. But anyway, I'm not even going to go through that. I don't think that is even important. Whether she's sleeping with the female friend or not doesn't even matter. What it comes down to is that you're denying your husband. The question is, here's the thing people are looking for. What is it that man did for you to want to leave the relationship? And there is no right or wrong answer. I think people are just looking for that, because at the end of the day, if you have the affair, either you just say, yo, I take responsibility for the affair, or either you say, you know what, here's what was done to push me away, and that's why I left the relationship. And I don't think she's made the case yet. I think that, again, she can do whatever she wants. Human beings can do whatever they want. She could just say, I did it because I felt like it, but I think that that's more respectable. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we were looking at Jada and Will, same deal. People were looking like, well, well, what it will do. You know what I'm saying? Will seems like a good guy. What it will do. You know, and again, people look for that when it comes to women. They try to say, well, why would the woman do it? Because when it comes to men, people just say that men do that. We do it because it's just in our nature. And in some ways, we don't need a real reason to cheat. Sometimes for men will just do things because it's available or because they want variety. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that men work on to be faithful in a relationship, to say, okay, variety or getting, putting my foot out there in the streets is not worth it, because in exchange I want to, have a woman who I'm with, who I build a relationship with and be faithful to. Now, I think that for women are a lot more, I'd say they're a little more faithful in that sense. Their goal is to be more faithful, to be with one person. But again, I think for women, when they do step out, they need to justify it in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Even if there's no reason, they need to justify why they did it. So it may be like, okay, I went ahead and I found this other person attractive and I found this new guy. And then after the fact, I'm going to start zeroing in on all these things that I feel like were bad about my husband.
I'm mad because she's mad because I found out that she was with a woman. She's mad because I moved on. You want to know? Y'all want to know why he's mad? Y'all want to know why he didn't address anything that I said, but he went in and on to attack Easy, the block captain, that he literally is obsessed with? First of all, you posted an audio, right? That you're recording, you federal agent. Mr. Recording devices, cameras throughout every house, crib, car we ever had in life.
Now, wait a minute. Now, there's a video, or there's some audio Papoose played that is a conversation about Easy the block captain, the guy that Remy Ma is seeing now, or was seeing or cheating with. There was some audio of that guy talking to one of his friends, telling his friend how he was, gonna blackmail Remy Ma, and he has videos and audio of them either doing things together, whatever it is, and he's gonna put it out there when he gets ready to, because he wasn't sure if Remy Ma really rocked with him like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that, but you're right though. Anything happen? Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of us. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you do all these shit.
All right, so y'all heard that.